man.
You know, shame about
I don't want no rape.
Here we go.
I just want the paper. Paper.
Oh
Paper.
my God.
Paper. I don't want to rape you. I just want the paper. Paper.
Hey, what's going on? It's about that time once again. Talk That Stuff number 60 motherfucking 3. Aha, hey, what's going on? Beautiful Sunday night. Let's meet the panel. Up first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, now in the DMV, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scratch Magazine himself, Mr. E. Diggin, 30 Avenue Clothing, all that. Let's give it up for my man, Anthony Gadget Mims.
Itching for a scratch.
From Fayetteville, North Carolina, now in New Jersey, Mr. Ruckers himself. Let's give it up for Mr. Boom Bap himself. Big Stacks, ladies and gentlemen, Big Stacks.
Greetings.
From the DMV, the multi-talented, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Talk That Stuff number 63, our friend and yours, Black Mav Music, ladies and gentlemen, Black Mav.
What up? I fixed rice pilaf tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
From Memphis, Tennessee, Memphis, USA, ladies and gentlemen, just got done with the challenge, the boxing chocolate challenge, ladies and gentlemen, the originator of the Digger Mondane challenge, Mr. Digger Mondane, aka Pee.
Yo, I'm just here for the rice pilaf that Mav made.
Yay! One pat of butter, nigga.
Next, from Alabama, the next guy up in the Digger Mondane challenge. Stay tuned tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Now, by way of St. Louis, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Dixie Freeley.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
From Oakland, California, ladies and gentlemen, Oakland, USA, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him. Just took a beating today at 2K.
I be digging, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, king of the bass lines and all that other good stuff that goes along with it. The Mr. Blue Pineapple Challenge himself is speaking of Blue Pineapples. What the hell is Blue Pineapples? Hold on, let me invite him. Now I can get on with my day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Talk That Stuff, Mr. RTO.
I got some halibut to go with that rice pilaf.
What's up?
What's next?
A nice
From
meal.
Michigan. Talking shit and taking names later. You know what I'm saying? Let's welcome to Talk That Stuff. Like I said, from Michigan, it's That Blaster. Yeah.
That damn baby wide body.
And from New Jersey, by way of the insect capital of the world, Putnam County, Florida, I am DJ WIDEBODY, and this is Talk That Stuff number 63. Can you dig it?
Oh,
Can
shit.
you? Let's go.
AKA
Palmetto Bus State, huh?
He hit the James Brown Gadamucci laugh. Yeah.
Palmetto Bus.
Welcome, everybody in the chat, everybody across the United States and beyond. Let's welcome the panel, the chat, you, us, the world. Regrab. Bye. Never mind. What's going on, everybody? God damn it,
Hands
what's
across
going on?
America like a motherfucker. What?
Blue pineapples. I knew something wasn't right. Blue pineapples. I was like, where the hell is blue pineapples? All right, let me see you in the chat. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, from Philly, now in South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, the originator of the Blue Pineapple Challenge. Man, the Blue Pineapple Challenge has took us some length. We got videos, projects, everything flying out to the hills. Man, welcome the man who stirs up all the shit. Owner of the oldest Jingling bottle on the East Coast. I don't know about the West. We haven't done statistics there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Blue Pineapple.
I don't feel love tonight.
Oh shit! Hey yo, man, we need to call Widebody the randomizer. Yo, he be random like shit. Man. That shit be funny as
Take
hell.
your meds, Widebody, man.
Hey, I know, man.
No,
Goddamn, 2 ticks. Widebody. DJ 2 ticks. Widebody.
That man said he stirs the shit in the pot. Like, you have a shit pot at home?
Right.
What's up? What's going on, everybody, man? Hey, man.
What's going
Great
on?
weekend, man. Hell of a night last night. I'm not gonna hold up anything. I'm gonna go right into it. Mayweather, McGregor.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
You
A lot of hype, a lot of money, a lot of money
Hit that,
dropping.
yeah, do that again.
The hype. Hit that shit again, RTO. Hit it. We got all kind of stuff. You know, Mayweather stopped him in the 10th. You know he was going to have an excuse. He said he could have kept on going. He needed another round. He always does that. You know, man couldn't beat him enough. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this fight. I need somebody to break it down. Let's go.
The check
will
clear.
Not sufficient for boxing.
I posted it. EU has a song called "Doing the Butt."
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on in that fight.
He did hit him with the romper room joint.
Yeah, UFC conditioning does not prepare you to box. That's a different type of conditioning. And I knew he was gonna ride the gas.
Right, because you're only see UFC only does 3 rounds, but it's 3 rounds of intense, grappling and whatever comes along.
You're not on your feet mostly.
Not long distance,
It's,
Whoa.
You're not on your feet.
Whoa. Tickle me out.
But I was telling a friend of mine earlier last week. I said, well, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Floyd's going to knock him out. I said, but I do believe it's going to go a greater distance than everybody believes. Everybody was talking about, oh, he's going to knock him out. Like, no, I said that no, he's not going to knock him out. I said, but the thing about what's going to happen is Floyd's going to make him, exacerbate all his energy. And once he does that, that's when Floyd's going to go in and try to, and what was surprising was Floyd wasn't as defensive as.
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
He's
no shoulder roll, no Philly shoulder roll. I didn't notice that till
he was off the peekaboo.
That he didn't use his roll.
I mean,
he was that.
Doesn't it look fun?
Well, people forget, man. People forget Floyd hadn't fought in 2 years.
Yeah,
number one, and he's 40. So of course there's going to be some slippage on his end. But I'm with Digger. I said that all along. He ain't gonna. Floyd ain't knocked nobody out in how many years? He don't have that same punching power.
If that ref would have stopped it though,
no, he was gonna knock him out. He was going out of there now. He was gonna knock him out. He was going down for sure. But that was, that's a fatigue knockout. But
I would say you still gotta. It's just crazy how they don't give people the opportunity to even fucking hit the canvas no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got the Gerald McClellan out there.
They see when all you got to do is just a numbers game.
Show of hands.
Motherfucker where he defenseless.
Show of hands. How many people wanted to see the fight go another 15 seconds?
Shit, I just want
Well, RTO and them cats will tell you. I watched the movie and I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was pissed because I've seen boxers on one knee before they call it.
Right.
Yeah, but he ain't punched for a minute though. You got to defend yourself though.
I just wanted to watch the fight. I couldn't find that bitch on the box.
Man, shout out
you should have came through the hangout, Lou.
Yeah, we was all in the hangout.
HBK initials. Appreciate that, my man.
I saw 400 links for the fight. At least.
Yeah, only 3 on work, Gadget.
Castle's talking posting
what's funny though? What's funny though, like the undercard, man, I'll probably watch every undercard fight.
I'm mad as shit about that undercard.
The undercard's kind of
the boy needs to retire. The last one,
Cunningham need to give it up, man.
They hit him in the back of the head and shit, and they gave shit.
Floyd kept getting the back of his head, that hook in the back of his head touch, man. That's great.
And they kept talking about how
Paul Phoenix joint, yo.
They kept talking about how close it was on the scorecard, but in a real boxing match, he'd have lost points for that.
Yeah.
But that ref didn't take away. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Robert Byrd always been kind of lenient though.
Yeah, I thought the fix was in. I'm like, man, you know what? Trump just won the presidency.
Anything goes,
man.
Right?
Trump just
Nah,
won the presidency.
Digga, I knew from the first round what was going to happen because he was already huffing after round one. When they showed him in his corner, he was already. I said, "Oh, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it."
Yeah, I knew it. I predicted that yesterday. Like, I mean, the day before. Like, the conditioning won't catch him, man. They grapple on the ground. 3 rounds.
But you know, Floyd's a slow starter. You know, Floyd. This is what I thought. You know, when Floyd wants to fill the guy out. Yeah, the man didn't have that boxing type of technique, so he was kidding with the angles. Floyd was figuring this guy out. You know, you're gonna score them rounds on Floyd. But as soon as he cracked the code, I was like, okay, dude, tired out too. Shit, Floyd, listen.
Yeah, he do that in all his fights. Especially he especially had to do that in this one.
You ever see a cat play with a mouse?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I play with a lot of cats.
The cat will play with a cat will play with the mouse for 15 minutes before he kills it.
Yeah.
Right. And if anybody, none of us is gonna say this, but you know, the Make America Great Againers, anybody who doubt Floyd Mayweather in this fight, I say, look at his face and look at McGregor's face.
McGregor face. Yeah, he gave him a black person lip at the end of that joint. You saw his
Big shout out to Dana White to clean it. I tell you, as a scumbag, but he cleaned that up so good. He turned that into a positive. Well, he went with the greatest boxer in the world for 10 rounds and, you know, all this and all that. You don't want to step back into the arena, but Dana White, the way he capitalized off of that, because truth be told, if he would have beat Floyd Mayweather, that would have been a big stain on boxing. So Floyd was not only fighting for Floyd, he was fighting for boxing too, because you know how they what they did.
That would have been
somebody essentially coming in his house.
Right, that would have been a nail in the coffin for boxing, though. Straight up, it would have been a nail in the coffin.
I'll tell you this: if he'd have fought somebody in their prime, like a Andre Ward, it wouldn't have went no 10 rounds.
Hell no.
Maybe five rounds.
Or Errol Spence Jr., somebody like that.
Or even Roy Jones. Roy Jones in his prime.
Oh my God!
Pacquiao
he wouldn't have made it 2 rounds with Roy.
Pacquiao. You know, Floyd's not active like a Pacquiao like that. You know, Pacquiao would have took him out by a second round in prime Pacquiao. You know, because Pacquiao stays busy and he likes shit like that. He like you to trade box punches with him. But
Floyd is 40. 40-year-old Floyd would have did that.
Oh hell yeah! Floyd 5 years ago.
But I'm trying to figure out why Floyd didn't put them haymakers on him when McGregor was playing with him, putting his hands behind his back.
That's what I was saying. I was like, because he was already giving
I'm gonna tell you why.
But go
I'm gonna tell you why. Because boxers are very calculated. They expect the counterpunch every time. So you don't know this man's style at all. He's not another boxer. He's so unorthodox to Floyd. So Floyd don't know what really shots he can give at that point of the match, what really shots he can throw, and what counter punches to expect. So he was playing it safe. I think he did the right thing. Don't fall into a trap.
Right. He is a good counter puncher.
Played it smart. I mean, he just walked him down smart. That's close the distance.
That's McGregor's bread and butter is counter punching. You know, I've tape I've seen on him.
That's true. That is true.
Mayweather, he did have that motherfucker looking to the heavens a couple of times.
Yes, he did.
A couple of them uppercuts.
I say,
Jesus, is that you?
You know, one round Mayweather threw 4 jabs. You know, I didn't think Mayweather expected that hook.
Uppercut.
When he hit him with that hook, Floyd's like, okay.
Yeah, he was throwing them loose left hooks, Joe. Them joints had something on it though.
Yeah,
but they was all arm punches because he's not trained boxer.
And then another thing that got me, I don't watch a lot of boxing matches over the years. I ain't never seen somebody run to grab somebody. Like he was doing more hugging than anybody else.
Well, you know, he's a UFC fighter. That goes to him being a UFC fighter. So
I guess he was forgetting where he was.
Right. Because he almost kicked Floyd one time. Y'all didn't see it.
Yeah, he tried to trip him a few times too.
He was grabbing, punching the shit out of that motherfucker. He was hammer punch.
But I give McGregor one thing. I give him one thing that I never seen any other boxer be able to do. Well, because it's not boxing, that's why. Maybe they could. When Floyd was hitting him with them stomach shots, one time he caught him. Like he caught his body, he caught his wrist. I was like, okay, that was kind of impressive. But I guess that's probably due to his other training he had.
Yeah, but it's But it's funny how they showed that cartoon and junk about Floyd running. Ended up, Conor McGregor was the one running at the end.
That's why I'm glad.
Right. Oh, he lived on that back foot.
Cartoon, man, on Instagram.
He lived on his back foot.
I'm glad that Mayweather.
By round 4, he was on that back foot.
I'm glad Mayweather changed his fighting style because you know what? If Floyd would have used his old style, they would have said, "This bloody lot kept running. I couldn't catch him. He run."
Hey, I tell you the joint that was funny. We was weak when they was doing the post interview. He was like, "Fookied, man, I was weak with this motherfucker." Fookied. That need to be a T-shirt. But how you spell that motherfucker?
F-O-O-K.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Floyd is funny going forward, man. He just look like
he do. He looked like somebody's uncle and shit.
Yeah,
like uncle out front of grandma's house. I told you about taking my car, not putting no gas in it.
He got a Sugar Ray Leonard on, man.
Hey, did anybody know that Cotto was fighting the same night?
Yeah, I seen that on.
That was whack, man.
Why would you
fight?
Damn, will he fight on HGTV? That shit be promoted.
Sports.
That reminds me of a little white chick in my high school when we graduated who decided to throw a graduation party the same night as I did. When nobody there but her and her mama.
Damn, Dixie.
Speaking of white girls, what about the ring girl?
Which one? The Corona chicks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the right one on the right. Yeah, they were not. Go ahead.
I know which side they was on. Shit, I ain't seen all that.
They got an Instagram name up and
I was talking with my comrade earlier and we were saying, you know, how Floyd Mayweather, you know, they reason why they boo him and all that shit because he's his own boss. He runs shit. Like that fight was all Mayweather promotions. Nobody had their hand in it. No one, he don't have no handlers, no nothing. That fight generated the most money ever in a boxing event. 80 million at the door. You know, who knows how much in pay-per-view? They haven't even tallied that up yet, I don't think.
Wait till that come back.
Hats out.
Well, they're gonna lose a little bit on that pay-per-view because a lot of people they had a bunch of outages around the country.
Oh yeah,
so
I heard about
that. Standard D.
They stopped. It crashed it, but with the beginning it crashed.
Yeah, it crashed.
But you know why that? You know why that is
in Florida.
Why is that? What did you say, Rich? Why is that?
I'm saying that because of the links that were out there and the links.
Cody.
Cody crashed all that because when them servers become a little too much, man, you can't get on them. So if you got so many people, that's why if you're dealing with Cody, you see so many links at one point because once they exhaust one link, they got to create another one.
Yeah,
you got to keep creating them doing so everybody can get a view in or whatever.
And I had 3 of them up at one time.
Man, you should have seen how. Man, listen, the ATDHE was always been Mr. Reliable. Went out on me, so I went to Facebook. I'm like, yeah. So they were playing like trap music in the background. People were like, why are you playing that shit bullshit? Listen, man, we gotta play this or they gonna shut us down. Like, okay, shut the fuck up. It's free. Everybody complaining and shit.
Man,
I didn't invite me to the hangout. I watched.
To the hood.
Shit, we put it in the chat.
That shit was at the Hood Dollar movie.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I was sitting next to Anthony Hamilton watching the fight.
Wow.
Right there.
Say that again, Gadget. Where the fuck was you at?
Hey, Gadget, I think you just dropped something.
Oh shit. Okay. With Crossroads.
Yeah.
But hey, bless girl, you gotta do all the beats and stuff first. Then we'll
oh shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
This guy.
No, he wasn't.
I told Matt, I told the Hamiltons that you made a beat out of one of their songs.
Oh man, I hope they could hear it. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Man, bless girl over there looking like that Aunt Esther meme and shit, that Digger
Watch it, sucker.
Right?
Heathen.
That's what I heard.
You old devil.
Right.
So I take it. Anyone here get pay-per-view or you guys did the links and shit? Anybody pay for the pay-per-view?
Well, I went over somebody's house. We went over somebody's house to watch it. They ordered it.
That was great, man.
I ordered it all right.
What's next? I mean, what's next? Well, can we ask you a question? Do you think that people will
what's his face?
You know, like us, I'm a boxing fan. You know, I'm not really into UFC. Do you think that the UFC gained some extra fans, man, because of that?
I think what we're going to see is we're going to see more of those fights.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Dana White's gonna. Now he has a blueprint for it, and now he knows how to properly go about because this is the prototype. So now he knows if he wants to go forward with that and do a cross promotion or a cross fight, he knows how to do that now to where it's not going to be as awkward as this situation was. He'll know all the ins and outs, and then he'll be able to, for lack of a better term, he'll be able to get his cut or make it more lucrative for him.
Right. You see him in the press conference. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was going to say, and they reported last night, I can't remember if it was the Super Bowl or Pacquiao versus Mayweather, but one of them only had like $1 million bet. This fight had 6 $1 million bets.
Damn.
So Dana White will be a fool not to do this again.
Right.
Yeah, you don't think that's
he in love with my man, Floyd boy, the ball-headed dude. You can tell he in love with that dude. Because y'all look at him, all he see is dollar signs. He probably gonna.
You don't think it's not gonna become a mockery of the sport itself?
Man,
I just think it's the new wave of what's gonna happen. Like
right.
Boxing can stand to take any kind of publicity it can get right about now.
Right,
because we don't boxing doesn't have although you got some pretty dope heavyweight fighters, the heavyweight division ain't been dope for about 10, 11, 12 years. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So any attention
goes for that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So any people stop, a lot of us stop getting into a lot of that stuff, man. When we don't see us out there, we like, oh fuck.
We came up in the heavyweight when the heavyweights were on top. The Tysons, the Holyfield.
The heavyweights was everything, bro.
Right. Those welterweights were, it was, I like.
And the exception was middleweights.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Look out for this brother named Anthony Joshua.
Oh yeah,
from the UK, yeah.
Dude, that the truth. And what's my man who fought Badu Jack?
Badu Jack punished dude.
He kicked
and Terrence Crawford. Shit.
Terrence
Crawford, you right on that.
I watched that Joshua Klitschko fight, and I was like, man, this dude, god damn. I said, man, this dude hitting like he got like sledgehammers in his gloves or something.
Right. He hit like fucking Larry Holmes used to hit.
But his problem with Joshua, though, he get hit too much though. I mean,
why do we think
a good technician to get him though?
Why did the heavyweights? Why did we? We could blame the Klitschko's, and I think they have some hand in it. But what happened to the fucking heavyweight division?
They're playing more lucrative sports.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I think happened.
Boxing blueprint changed. I think a smaller fighter, more action.
Because I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of trainers and a lot of people who are behind the scenes, they haven't developed these heavyweight fighters. So you got them out there, but they're lackluster and they don't have that
sweet
they don't have
beer
that
truck and shit. The boxing ring.
But that's my argument.
They ain't really got no ring experience.
But the best athletes aren't boxing. They're mediocre guys that don't have the athleticism. They're playing football. They're defensive ends. They're linebackers. They're not boxing.
Yeah, that was Seth Mitchell from here. Mitchell went through that.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're not because boxing don't pay. Like
you know what's crazy, bro? Basketball. Even after all the hit that boxing took, boxing is still like way over, like far as earnings over the UFC, and that's crazy, man. Like boxing,
but you got to think about it. Boxing is more of an older institution than the UFC.
Absolutely.
But it's way more accessible.
Boxing.
You got so much boxing.
It's a poverty-based sport.
Boxing still had big names too. You had the Floyd Mayweathers, you had the Pacquiaos, and so it still had stars that could carry the sport. But UFC, they still don't have that one person. That's a household name everywhere.
They did John Jones at one point.
You think maybe because but she got mopped.
you think maybe because at any given time, any of those guys can get their ass kicked. So it's like, you're talking all that shit, but you winning fights. Huh?
Well, they used to have that in Ken Shamrock, Forrest Gracie, and Dan Severn. Like the average person knew those names, but they don't have those guys no more.
Cato, that motherfucker.
Yeah, I even knew him.
I like Liddell when he was fighting, but then when he got beat,
Chuck Liddell,
then I like
Chuck Liddell. That's another one.
My man,
he like the last big star they had.
Yep.
Yeah, Cheeto Ortiz was dope too, though.
Yeah, he up. He had the UFC on his back for a while. Ortiz did. He was the face.
Yeah, I forgot about him, Ortiz.
Yeah.
But they need that. They need a guy like that. Somebody who like everybody know that person.
Right.
Somebody could put the whole entire sport on their back.
But the crazy thing is, look at what you got to go through to get it. You got to goddamn get your nuts kicked off for shit.
And let's see the same thing.
Way more punishment to be on, like the cream of crop.
Right. It's like the same thing with boxing, right? They're more lucrative sports that good athletes that would do well at that are playing. It's a selection problem. It's,
You know when that shit'll really change around once UFC can make it like an Olympic category, then stuff will change for it. Until that happens, ain't shit gonna change.
Right. I I forgot the Olympics, man. I think they should.
But our Olympic teams suck too because it's the same thing. The better athletes.
But I mean, you saying from the U.S. standpoint, the Olympic team sucks. But look at how many countries. How many countries worldwide actually have entrants that are dope, like as as Larry Londa and shit like Lara and shit like that.
Cuba, that's why they killed
that was and the Olympics was like a breeding ground for boxers. It's like okay, and that's how they could find who's has the potential to be.
A degree because Lomachenko a two-time Olympian. You got.
I'm saying here it used to be here, but no, everywhere else it's an opportunity. Here, you got to realize these also nations that aren't as affluent as ours. So yeah, it's an opportunity there. Here,
shit, Clarissa Shields is another one. I don't see no women out here fucking with her.
You guys follow.
Plus, go ahead.
No, go ahead, guys. I forgot.
UFC needs bigger names on their side in order to entice people. Like right now, they would have to get John Jones to fight somebody to even generate the amount of excitement that this fight generates.
He can't get off the dope.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah,
he got busted again.
Got the world by the balls, man, and just can't seem to give right, man. Dumbass.
Like, fuck that, man. I'm not giving up no hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That motherfucking board acid,
motherfucking dope. Like,
motherfucker. That's a tough. You getting your ass kicked in every night. Then you see cats like these boxers getting millions of dollars per fight. Then you trying to scrape down.
A lot of them ain't though. A lot of them motherfuckers.
They
fighting for a boxer.
They fight at Biloxi somewhere, on Friday night or Tuesday night for $1,000.
Mayweather made $100 million and Conor McGregor made 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hardy with an incentive of 75 altogether was when all the chickens tallied.
They're getting they ready strict on $2,000 a night.
He rich.
17 million and a little short of a half an hour.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
Wealthy. He ain't rich. He passed rich.
Don't they get part of the pay-per-view too?
Oh hell yeah. How much Dana White getting? That's what I want to know.
That is the question.
Oh yeah, Dana White straight.
Probably 20% of Conor. Probably 20% of McGregor's cut.
Right.
Hell yeah.
40%.
Right. He traveled all around with him. Get that manager 20% off top. Yep. He had to. And the way I heard the way they did the fight that way because he wanted McGregor to fight before the end of the year, so they hurried up to 6 weeks into the fight. That buzz is gonna be. They're gonna see what he's gonna do his next fight.
17 mil, that is unheard of. An MMA fighter making that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
People gonna be looking at him crazy when he get back there.
Oh, yeah.
Those rich.
That's only because of Mayweather. That's the only reason.
Did it by himself. No Arams, no fucking Golden Boy promotions.
He done shook all that shit.
In house, bro. Hats off.
Mayweather Promotions do way more actual fights or whatever because they've been consistent all year. Like think about how much Golden Boy's been doing versus Mayweather because he's been on PBC all year. With different fighters.
De La Hoya is in his feelings.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Of course he is. Because he was the one saying that, man. He don't think, but it's like this. They don't want to see that dude. That dude been winning for a long time.
Blood, though. That's history with bad blood with them.
Not only.
Well, he can say what he wants. He can say what he wants. He can feel how he wants, but After Floyd kicked his ass and what he said in the post fight, I would never get over that shit. He hit me in my lever.
Oh. Man, every time I turn around, that bastard's winning all the time, man. Jesus Christ.
Navarro was the funny one. Fuck, I couldn't get up. I just couldn't get up. I couldn't get up.
I just like, you know, I be sitting around all the McGregor supporters. Yes, I'm gonna go fraud. I would go fraud. I'd bash heads against canvases. I would not back down. We will meet at the beginning and I will crush him.
Yeah.
Hey, Davenport.
Yo.
They got people from Houston coming to Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they probably will. If,
that's crazy out there.
Dallas, with Katrina here, man.
Yo, I saw a picture where the water was so high that it almost touched the highway signs.
Yeah, and I saw that when I was down there.
It floods.
So that's worse than what it was when I was just down there.
Is Houston the shape of a bowl? Because
it's just real low lying area. Like the hotel that I stayed in, it was a water line up to the 4th floor. The AC vent or whatever, where they got the AC units built into the outside of the walls or whatever, where you can see the grates from it. You saw the water line up to that shit. So I know it's worse than that now.
The way Texas is, period, it don't even have to rain heavy there.
Stacks, what a loser.
It's all flat. Yeah.
I'm saying that's the real side. That's everybody else boxing. Reggie Strickland, he lose and fight for rent money. You know.
Wow, 61 wins, 248 losses, and 15 ties.
248 losses.
Yeah.
He fought to lose.
Reggie Strickland.
SD Jones?
Most
Hey, man, hold on, stop, man. SD Jones, bro.
He was counting childhood squabbles, wasn't he?
Shit, I don't know. Either SD Jones or Iron Mike Sharp.
SD Jones is 2 and 500.
I mean,
hold up, are you serious, yo?
I mean, Strickland fought like 9 times in a month or some shit like that one time. Something crazy.
Yeah, man. Ascendants.
Yeah. Hey, Hurts, you ever see SD Jones win a fight, win a wrestling match?
I saw probably one time. Him and Iron Mike Sharp.
Yo, hey, I saw this joint with this dude. He had the mullet haircut like he's
Did
you see that joint?
Brian Sullivan.
When he got knocked out, he's paused for a minute.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Man, he looked, man. He checked to see if his pizza was ready before he
Brian Sutherland.
Hey man, I watched that shit the other day again. Every time I go watch that shit. He paused and shit. Look where he was going. Like,
you call order number 73. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a nap.
I looked him up on box. Right? He stopped after 0-2. He gave it up. I guess somebody talked to him.
Hey man, hey, that dude passed away too. Gadget.
Which one?
SD Jones?
Yeah.
Brian
his name wasn't even SD Jones, man. It was like
punch that nigga a new acronym.
Conrad Ephraim.
Hey, but to Tony Atlas still alive. he getting arrested for having prostitutes kick him in the nuts with their boots.
Oh, you sound like Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, Gadget.
God damn.
Happy belated anniversary, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Hey, can we talk about can we talk about this picture that Gadget posted though?
Oh, which one?
Talk about what?
It's a picture. It's a picture of him and his wife, right? And his wife looking back like, "Oh, I'm so in love with this dude." Gadget like, "Hey, look, turn your ass around, look at the camera." Hey, Gadget always his wife be smiling. Gadget be gangster his head like, "Hey man, look, I don't really want to take this picture, but I'm gonna take this picture."
Oh shit!
Hey,
Hey, Knox was at the concert with his wife last night.
Oh, word. Happy anniversary to that man too. Happy anniversary, Knox.
Yeah.
Brian Sutherland. I'm gonna play. Hold on.
Oh, that's just funny as hell. That windmill, that great windmill style.
We'll play real quick. Hold on.
Hold up, I got to see this shit.
The hell was that? That dude had no technique.
Right.
like girls in high school, man. If I have girls better punch,
he looked like he got mad looking for clothes in the closet and just started yanking them shits out. Yeah, there you go.
77 pounds. He is making his professional debut from Shelby, North Carolina, Brian Sutherland.
This shit is great.
Like he just got out of work.
Wearing the red boots, white trim,
Joe Dirt
also weighing in at
Word
177 pounds.
Joe Dirt Daddy.
Kenny Rainford, that's right.
2 wins, 1 defeat, with 1 knockout.
He came all the way across the pond to fight this dude.
England, Kenny Rainford.
Oh, let's get on with
In the
it.
dressing room.
Sutherland's ready, dude. Look at it.
You give him
All you gotta do is
mean
punch
mug.
that.
On it, making his pro debut, Brian.
Man, he knocked the diode loose.
Look at his fighting style, man.
Windmill's great.
And he figured,
Sutherland's ready. He's a kick-ass son of a bitch.
Right.
Brawler.
You can see the way he's
Hey, look at the way his hair fly back.
Yeah.
Look at
This work.
Kenny Rainford on
kick
the
his
inside.
fucking in.
The straight punches.
He need a fucking church bell.
Look at
Just tries to throw it as he can.
You see his parry defense?
Look.
Amateur bouts in Great Britain.
Oh, it's so fun. Oh, here it comes.
Out over Aaron Nance last November.
Good night.
And that shit sound like somebody slammed their. That joint sound like somebody slammed their laptop shut. Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah, that motherfucker looking like the guy on the couch.
He put a beard. I'm gonna go in there and fight.
oh man.
Man,
How is the guy on the couch?
Hey, at least he got a chance to see London.
I was local.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
He caught a pound.
got the
That was in Biloxi, Mississippi, I think. He was
Game of Thrones season 8.
That's crazy.
You guys ready for that?
Did they cancel that?
That's my wife.
Yeah.
Wife.
I haven't seen one episode yet.
No.
No, that's my wife.
Me neither. I don't watch
I've never
it.
seen it either.
I think I was too.
That's RTL shit right
Yeah,
there.
so let me get a count here. How many of you are boycotting the NFL this year?
Me.
1, 2,
Yep.
3. Anybody
Yeah,
else? 4, 5.
Should be everybody on here.
Hey man, I gotta say I gotta roll with you, man. I'll be boycotting this year as well.
Wait, didn't I read something that
Nah, that didn't happen.
Oh, all right.
What did you hear?
Right on.
I thought so too. It was somebody put up a post that said that Green Bay had picked them up, but it was a
No, I read
saw
Jacksonville
Jaguars.
picked them up.
yeah, the guy said he would. He didn't.
Oh,
He said he probably
Fucked up, man.
more likely because that situation in Jacksonville, man.
Blake Bortles is the starter. They just named it today. Come on.
They don't have. They don't,
Oh man, really?
you got what the
I
saying
used to
goes?
live down there. I know.
What do you say? If you got two quarterbacks, you got none. And so between Blake Bortles, his inability to be a good quarterback, and the new dude who ain't got that experience, you know.
Right. Bortles can give you 300 passing yards, but he's gonna do about 5 interceptions to get it.
Right. Right.
Fucking rather have some steak and cheese at halftime. Come on.
Hey, I want to say I love football, man. I love it, but I will not be watching it this year. It's gonna hurt, man. But no football pool, and I won't be doing the.
I watch college football, so that'd be enough.
Right.
Yeah, I'm more of a college guy anyway, so I ain't messing
I won't be doing talk that sports. That's off the table. I won't be doing that. Maybe next year.
Motherfucker look like he be throwing a 2-liter soda and shit.
Wow, man, you got all these.
And support these guys that play college ball, man. I'll be into that, man.
But damn, it's gonna stop once they go to NFL, huh?
Right.
Got all these
Unless they go to
bums in the
CFL,
field, but
support them
they
there.
can't play.
CFL might get a lot of new people on there.
New fans, right?
Man, there's a lot of people boycotting, brother. I didn't realize that, man. There's a lot of people boycotting NFL this year, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I'm glad.
I'm about to start watching the lingerie league.
Yep, there you go.
Go see that in person, brother. Go see that. I went to that in person.
I need tickets,
bruh. I'm telling you, man. Hey, experience like none other.
That sounds like a trip.
What's going on? What's going on with the Isaiah Thomas trade, man? There's a hold on.
He got a hip injury. Yeah. Avoided it.
So what is that? void the contract. I mean, the trade.
Hey, Gadget.
Kyrie, man, this shit.
Gadget.
Yeah, I'm hip.
They'll just trade him to New York for Carmelo.
Right.
Right. Well, he
say I'm hip though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm hip. Watch him with TV, bro. Yeah, I'm hip.
Physical and hip issues with John. I thought he passed the physical.
I did too.
Nope, he did.
Hey,
not.
you know what, man? Hey, I think Gadget gone, man. But SD Jones won 31 fights in his career, man. Lost 7-7.
God damn.
Damn.
He was on the Danny Wolford plan, like boxing. Danny Wolford and who's the other dude? Buck
Danny
Smith.
Wolford, holy shit.
Motherfucking colonial life.
Buck Smith.
Bobby Amen, right?
Oh, so do you know Donald Trump is on his way down to Texas to lend his hand?
Man, I don't think he can be met with open arms. This motherfucker said.
It's gonna be Bush League. It's gonna be Bush League. Yes, it's great. It's gonna be great.
Did you put on deodorant? Yeah.
Yo, can y'all?
Oh, boy. Huh? We are live.
What the hell?
Motherfucker.
Well, it's like a number 6 for Wendy's, man.
Medallion onions.
Wow.
Hey, man, they're the most god awful as onions, man, ever on a sandwich.
Oh yeah. They ain't worse than Burger King.
No, bro. Wendy's
Onions
onions are way worse than Burger King's, man.
Dude, let me tell you, Digger, I used to work at Burger King in high school. It used to take 3-4 days to get that fucking onion smell off my hands.
Damn.
Motherfucker smell like
I was going to say, I ain't musty. I was go to school say, I ain't musty, it's my hands. Y'all know I work.
Smell under my arms, see?
Hey, Dixie was at high school waving, had that green glow around his fingertips.
Hey, you got 20,000 people stranded at sea because of Harvey, man.
Damn, yeah, because they port in Galveston. Yep.
Yeah. And I almost thought about moving. Well, my wife always talks about moving, man. And,
damn, so they just out in the sea waiting?
Yep. That shit's crazy.
Did you see the words of encouragement from Donald Trump?
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
This man.
So wrong, man.
That dude got a serious mental problem.
These 4 years can't be over fast enough.
Dementia are a terrible thing.
I would say something, man, but I'm gonna wait to have the dog to say that because I don't need Secret Service knocking on my door.
They probably shake your
They'll
hand.
probably knock on your door and shake your hand.
Yeah.
Narcissism and dementia.
Son of a bitch out of here.
Hell of a combination.
Hey, because you know their budget is gone. They can't even pay people now.
Yeah, they passing a hat to pay people now.
I have a cousin.
They gotta pass around a hat.
I have a cousin who's her husband is Secret Service, man, and
damn.
I'm wondering how they going. I'm wondering how that works for them because, like you said, if he's depleted all the funding for that situation, that's catastrophic, man.
And this is only the 8th month.
Yeah.
How you do that to people who protect your life, man?
Not even that. They're supposed to protect them after presidency, right?
Right.
Well, that and
the former presidents. And former presidents.
And former
that's
presidents.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
So Barack better give him a 40 caliber and
hell yeah.
Put it in the suit jacket.
And they ain't protect them with the people running in the White House on the lawn and shit.
Did y'all see that meme?
Got a point.
Did y'all see that meme? Somebody said, "This is the only eclipse I want to see," and it was Donald Trump.
That shit was funny as a bitch. Hell
Yeah.
Nah, it's just another thing. They got a picture of Barack Obama leaning up against the door and inside the door, and it said Barack Obama is like that ex-boyfriend that shows up when trouble is brewing in your relationship or something like that.
Hell yeah. Shit, you know how many people would take him back.
You gotta be a delusional motherfucker, man, to be okay with the shit he does.
Real. Somebody
it's called racism.
Give it time.
Tim White is stupid.
Is irrational.
He's on a roll right now. He's on a roll, man.
Racism is not a rational way to think. They hate a whole group of people.
He's been in office a year. Look, he hasn't even been in office a year yet.
They ain't right in the head.
Hey, man, this dude, like, he's pardoning people in his 8th month. It's like Yeah,
Joe Arpaio of all people. I mean,
He's doing that to actually send a message, man. That's all that is.
That's all. Yep.
That's to show that.
Hey,
solidarity for the hate groups that he quote unquote denounced in his little speech or whatnot.
That's all it is, man.
Because that's the only voting block he has now. He got rid of the independents and the phony whites that voted for him that lied. You know, oh no way.
No, but you know what? Jewish people voted for him too, and look, they got buyer's remorse.
Wow. A lot of lying went on that year, boy. Oh, he's terrible. Shit.
Hey, what about these Hispanics who voted for him as well?
Yeah,
like him. Oh no way! I never voted for him. No.
That's called voting against the
Writing a lever.
They went by that curtain. They switched it up.
Believe a person when they show you their true colors.
Exactly.
They switched it up in that curtain, boy. That curtain all was revealed that night.
Hey, but we forgot about Obama, so Obama's an afterthought now.
I don't understand how you can vote against your own interests.
Exactly.
Really? I know.
But you know what? The way that
people hated Hillary that bad though.
People would rather die than be, you know, for some folks, like I've had that happen where I used to work in hospice and I've had people rather die than have me touch them. Like I was pressed. Yep.
Racism is not rational. That's what I'm saying.
We see that boy, you're a little low, Davenport.
No, that was me. That was me.
That hurt Hillary's speech. Because a lot of people that didn't like Hillary but didn't like Trump voted for him. And that took away votes from Hillary or whoever the Democratic Party was going to be. But
it's just voting for the lesser of two evils. You just dealing with really rationalizing and dealing with who's the lesser. Because they all have their agendas when they get in there.
Common denominator.
Fit our sensibilities. Right. A lot of they run up on a lot of fronts that don't fit our sensibilities. So all you can do as a person, all you can do, man, is get out and do what you do every day, and without fault, without change. Because if people are waiting for these politicians to save them, hey, they're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
And
that's not what's gonna happen.
And he's gonna bring those cold job backs. Like, come on, man.
Hey, happy anniversary, Dad. By the way, sorry.
I can't believe people believe in that. Like, first of all, the technology you have to use now, they're not even up to speed on it. I mean, you know.
And I'll add this to what Digger said. If you're a person of color, you need to get you a concealing carry because these cavemen and women are emboldened right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that Instagram video I saw on. But somebody posted. Man, that dude got the belly to back suplex. Like, damn.
Hey, what?
Heard a crunch. Damn. Some white dude was flexing on a brother and got suplexed and broke up. Like,
oh, okay.
Why don't they march in the right places?
Like, whoa.
Like Chicago.
Right.
There you go. Yep.
Like St. Louis. The thing about St. Louis, either when I moved, I noticed real quick, you either mad niggerish or you mad the other way, like damn near whitewash. You know what I'm saying?
Two extremes, yeah.
Two extremes. You know, I don't know a lot of people here that are like kind of balanced. And
like Atlanta to me.
And when the shit popped off in Ferguson, I like, and this shit happened in the right place because one of these crazy niggas might just cap one of them cops.
Hey, RTO, how's it out where you live at, bro? Like, you know, I've always, California to me has always been a progressive state. Is there any lick of like blatant racism out there?
Yeah. Hell yeah, Oscar Grant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened in Oakland.
Yeah. Actually, I almost got caught up in that.
No shit.
I was if I didn't get hell of shit faced ass drunk that New Year's, that's the Fruitvale station was my exit to get home. And that the BART train that was on was the last train. Shit left like at 2 something. Luckily, I was fucked up and I forgot about the train. My boy had to bring me back home, but I would have been caught up in all that shit.
Wow,
that's crazy. You know, that's what the Panthers started.
Man. Yeah, I mean, racism. That shit's gonna be everywhere, even though it's California. I mean, shit.
Something that happened
You didn't
here.
see it? Go ahead, BG.
No, go finish.
I don't know if y'all saw the video. I was on our freeway in 580 in Oakland. Some white dude riding around with a fucking a noose with a damn black baby doll being hung from it. And dude was driving next to him. He punked him to throw the shit off on the freeway or whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah, motherfuckers. This cats out here. They're not in like Oakland and shit. Well, that motherfucker was, but there's motherfuckers out here with Confederate flags and all that shit. Yeah.
Wow.
That shit's everywhere.
What happened here was this homeless man. He went to a gas station. Now he had all the money except for a penny. Now this white woman would not let him go for a penny, so she called the cops on him, and the cops ended up shooting this man dead. That he didn't have a car. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn,
Al Sharpton came here and everything.
That's some bullshit.
Jesus.
He had like
you the Al Sharpton.
And for one thing, police are not trained. They need to be trained because they're not trained for it at all.
Yeah, I think I ain't trying to be funny. I think they got specific orders.
Me too.
No, that's not being funny. They train you that way. They train them that way because they train you to look at any person of color as an opposition, even if you're that color. They train you to look at
Charlottesville wouldn't have went down how it went down if that was the case. And so many other situations.
And not only
that, black folks, they would have been a bunch of dead people. Those marches.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, would have sprayed them.
So I said, man, and they're gonna keep doing it until they know we'll fire on their ass. Keep doing it.
We gotta shoot back. A lot of people don't agree with that, but that's what you got to do.
Fuck that shit.
Self-preservation is the first law in nature. Fuck that.
I'd rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6.
Wow, that was my shit.
These days.
Y'all see that dude in that town meeting when he went up and talked to the mayor and the police chief?
Yeah,
I believe that motherfucker. He said, "Your mom may be seasoned, but we're more seasoned." I guarantee.
He said, "I shoot better half of them." Like he said, "I better shot than half of them."
Oh man,
like damn.
People are starting to step up, and I like that shit, man. We need more of that shit, man. We need more of it. Getting tired of, man. It's a shame when you don't get pulled over. You don't know if you're gonna make it out, man. Scared for your life.
Right. There's no way to live in fear like that. No, but we're gonna continue to be docile, humble, and on a pause, but on the receiving end of this bad shit, because excuse me for saying this, because the black church has paralyzed us. Turn the other cheek.
Talk to him.
Pause that too, no doubt.
Yeah, man, I agree with that, man.
No, he telling the truth though.
He is. Real shit. That shit for years, man.
Yeah, man.
They need that dollar.
Just wait. Tripping. And they're not giving the right message. They sitting there trying to line their pockets. Like, why don't y'all tell the people something that
subservient and give me your bread.
Right. Putting them in poverty and making them and buying private jets. They can't read and can't function and can't get justice. Like, why don't you be a pillar of the community?
Right. They ain't in the community no more. They building their own. They building their own community.
What Tupac say? Tupac say? Hey, you seen some of these goddamn churches lately?
Man,
that's still funny as hell.
I forget that picture. I forget that pastor they had, but they were doing a disposition on him or whatever. And he had talking about all these Versace suits. He said, "Well, I sweat and I change them out. $5,000 in Bermuda. What's this house you got here? Well, that's a prayer center where people come and get away and prayer. And what about this limousine you had chopped up and car you had chopped up and made into a limousine? Well, damn, bro, like stupid."
And who was that dude? I remember seeing that video too.
Yep. He said he
I forgot who he was. Yeah.
He said the suits last longer. They last longer. Versace. He just
he was on the Kwame Kilpatrick plan.
He probably believes that shit.
Oh, here he is. I just found him.
He was Higginish.
Caught the Kirkpatrick.
on my YouTube grind tonight. Yeah, I just found that joker. So we Pastor feels miserably when interviewed by court about how he spends ministry funds.
Word up.
Oh shit.
Davenport wants to know who the hell is eating fiddle faddle.
Shit.
No, I was eating. It was Cheez-Its.
Oh shit, I love Cheez-Its.
I got some upstairs.
White Cheez-Its too.
Crunching much.
Live on there.
Hey, have any of you guys watched the Great Food Truck Challenge?
No, not yet.
Hey,
I watched it. I haven't
so
watched the
you,
new season.
so you like food trucks, Gadget?
Man.
Hey, so you know we it's like food truck city out here, right?
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
fucking IBS.
Hey, what's with Shazam?
Nah, it ain't nah. These food trucks be official. Nah, like it's like a lot of shits out here. I haven't
Wait, man, did you say IB? You said IBS?
Yeah, IBS.
IB
Nah, irritable bowel syndrome.
Shitting, y'all.
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying. IB shit.
Nah, nigga, it's official.
I fucked up. Hey, what's up? I was down in Orlando. I was down in Orlando last weekend, and man, I was at this flea market. I must have counted about 50 food trucks. Man, is in the back of that place, just killing them out there. Like you could smell like all kind of foods, and it was crazy.
Here's the thing, like people under 25 don't want to sit down in restaurants no more.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goddamn millennials.
Yo, the millennials. I just found out that that damn bar in downtown DC with the Game of Thrones theme, all they serve is beer and peanuts, and it's a line around the corner to get into this place.
But I ain't trying to be funny. They going like that. These motherfuckers gonna be dying at 55, man.
It's because it's Game of Thrones.
Right.
They ain't serving no chicken, no steak, and nothing.
Nothing. Peanuts and beer.
I'm pretty sure people just go there to dress up and cosplay and watch Game of Thrones.
Damn.
And probably come out that bitch a bit.
Well, they must be playing it all day because the line around the corner is every day.
Wow. Cold ass wedding.
That shit right there.
Shit.
Tell the truth, guys. You been in there, ain't you?
Never. I've never watched Game of Thrones ever.
Nope, I didn't get into it.
Let me shut up. I'm gonna shut up right now.
I can't.
She watching it. Just finished watching it, probably.
Season 2, and I haven't been back.
No, I haven't. Because it came on for me. Yeah, it comes on at 9.
Damn. Wow.
I can't get into medieval or science fiction or nah.
It's gonna be
dragons and shit.
I like it's both of that. It's sci-fi, but like because it is medieval, but it's not medieval like god damn it, what's the damn Lord of the Rings? It's not like that much. It's medieval, but it's more realistic, even though there's like a little bit of magic, but it's like in a way that people don't believe that it's true type shit. But the thing about Game of Thrones is dope is the storyline is what makes it is the bread and butter of Game of Thrones.
Shit.
And sorry, there's a lot of fucking.
You forgot my email, man.
Oh dang! Let me do that right now.
Email.
I just thought about it. I'm over there working on this bullshit.
Oh, okay, shit.
I just heard your set, man. That was stupid. That Transformer joint, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was a CMA joint I ain't submit.
Fuck that nigga.
Hey, I like the old Roman Julius Caesar type era. I like that. I like shit like that, man. I like real close to true as possible. But like that series Rome that was on HBO a few years back, man, I eat that up, man. Rome. It was
okay, yeah.
I love that whole, Octavian after the Caesar thing, how to Brutus, plot again. I love that shit, man. But
so if you like that, then you would like Game of Thrones, like
really.
Yeah.
For me, I was force fed that shit so much in high school. I don't even want to have nothing to do with it now.
My shit used to be Greek mythology.
Oh yeah.
Did you see HBO is doing a show on if slavery never ended?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally did it, huh? I knew that. Let's see.
Because it didn't.
Right?
Shit just got revamped.
Right.
Hey,
They changed the
it's
color.
this show.
Wow.
Huh?
Good old ratification.
What'd you say?
Show Method Man is supposed to be in.
Oh yeah, it's
I
this
seen
show
it.
about
I forgot it.
on HBO.
Yeah.
About the 70s or whatever.
They traded in the white sheets.
I forget the name of it. The
blue
Deuce.
uniforms.
Yeah, the Deuce.
Bad, man.
They traded in the white sheets for blue uniforms.
Yep.
You're talking about if slavery never ended. Are you serious?
I wrote about that joint.
Ain't
The
that the reason why people were trying to? Ain't that the
Yeah.
reason people was about to boycott HBO for that?
Yeah.
You know, I guess it was like some white people. White people was behind it.
You gotta have HBO is necessary, man, because it's gonna push that line, man. You know, I kind of give them a pass for shit.
but let them
It's
make
all
a
from the
move,
same
make a
platform.
show about what if Hitler burned all the Jews? See how long that lasts.
Oh yeah,
that shit is down.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I just
For
saw
real.
of a
But
protest.
good old black folk, we forgive they can do what they want.
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree with you on that, Dixie. That shit would even make
Oh,
goddamn
like
the
shit.
pilot.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't even be
They
the
wouldn't
pilot.
attempt to make no shit like that.
So Aaron McGregor and what's the dude who does Empire? What's his name? Lee Daniels. They're doing a show, I think, on Stars or Showtime, where the role is reversed in slavery, where white people are the slaves and black people are the
Let's see how long that shit lasts.
Yeah, right.
Right.
They'll be on 2 episodes.
This is just fiction, and this is just non-fiction as it gets.
Did y'all see that video of I can't remember what it was some protests here recently where
They're gonna be on long as
white supremacists and some black protesters, and some white guy called somebody nigga, pulled out his gun and shot towards him, and just walked off like it was okay, and the whole thing was being filmed. He just got to walk off like it was nothing.
Shout
Pulled
out.
his gun out.
Wow, shout out to Bun B, man.
Actual round.
Get your hands off me.
And walked off like nothing ever happened, man. He didn't get arrested. He ain't nothing, man. Everything was cool.
Complexion against the protection.
Be happy for this all-out war.
Would you say wide body? What about Bun B?
Shout out to Bun B for I think this was last year.
Yeah, it was some rally protests.
Fuck you up. Get your hands off me.
Hands on one of them dudes.
He's about to
Man, y'all gotta watch Bun B on the Drink Champ.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it today. That shit was funny.
It is. I gotta
that
watch
motherfucker. He was not gonna let him cut him off.
That's what's up.
Hey, Nori tapped out. Nori was like at the end. Nori was like he you know how you sit in a chair and you turn around like out of the chair and you kind of like no, I ain't tell you none of the content. You know how you turn around and just put your elbows on your knees and shit like you tired.
Yeah.
That's how Nori looked at the end.
Shout out to Bun B for not letting him cut us cut him off.
Hey, we watched a lot of jewels and that shit too, man.
Anybody watch part 2 of Jay and Rock Radar?
I miss Pimp C, brother. I miss Pimp C.
Oh, speaking of, they Complex had dropped something about Pimp C, like long live the pimp or something like that.
Did y'all know that? Okay, I'm sure y'all know that Pimp C didn't want to do Big Pimpin'.
Yeah,
but, y'all know that. But this part I didn't know. He refused to go to Trinidad. So I ain't going no motherfucking Trinidad. You know how he talk.
Yeah.
So he said, I tell you niggas what. He tell Dame Dash and Jay-Z, I'm gonna go to Miami and I'm gonna shoot my own video and I'm gonna send it to you. So this dude shot his own video to another nigga song.
You gonna smell my cologne.
That's one guy that would not fall in line.
For real.
Not do it.
I love that shit, man.
The damn what's the name the song with Outkast International Player Joint or whatever.
Yeah.
What's it called? That was someone else's song.
Project Pat.
That was 3-6
Project Pat song. Yeah.
Project Pat.
So you like fuck that. I'm about to go and redo that shit.
I don't give a fuck who did it.
Your shit wasn't jamming like I was gonna be.
Word. That motherfucker was necessary, man. I mean, like, damn, bro. Like, it's always a guys like that gotta go, man.
I don't see how them two got along, man. Because it seemed like
I don't think they did. Bun B won't say that. He won't publicly say that. But I can sense that they didn't really hang out.
Mm-hmm. Even though when they did the album, they say they did a Bun recorded at night, and he recorded in the morning. Like they never even was in the studio at the same time. That was crazy.
Shit, Eric and Parrish didn't get along at one point. They still touring together.
And they kind of talk about that on the Drink Champs. So they were talking about duos. So they talked about Mobb Deep. They talked about EPMD, CNN, A-Ball and G, all the duos. They kind of talked about some of the stuff the duos go through. How they really don't fuck with each other for real, really.
Yeah,
they do, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They cool, but they don't. You know, they kind of got to have their own space.
Got their own entourages and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It's like.
Go ahead, bless girl.
You just need your space sometimes.
Well, you know, I felt like Havoc and P never hung out. Like you know, in the book, P was Havoc was never around P when he was going through all this shit. You know, Havoc was never there. So I just figured, you know, I went ahead and, you know, said that. But rap duels with low key. Rap duels, man. I got to do something on that one week. Best rap duel.
Man, you gonna start a fight.
Yeah, we probably a couple of weeks.
We ain't gonna talk for a week after that shit.
Right.
Hey, Mobb Deep didn't really have problems until Prodigy went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I read Prodigy's book, and that's because Prodigy when he went to jail, man, he kind of grew up, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the shit that they was into, he really went into no more.
Yeah, he got woke. Motherfucker woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. The way he passed, man. That's
man.
Something.
He said some profound shit. I saw a video when he was riding in his car, and he was just knew he wasn't gonna be here long. Yeah.
But you know,
he said, but he just knew he wasn't gonna be here long.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, if you read his book, you'll see he had so many near-death experiences.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I've known a bunch of people.
I believe he was
sickle cell killed him. He's
been fighting that his whole life, and he even died. That shit, like that's crazy.
Yeah. And a family friend or two died of it. I mean, I didn't realize it was that dangerous back then. But damn,
yeah, I lost a little homie. Said same shit.
Cousin got it. That's
shit. I flatlined twice.
What?
Yep.
You got it?
You said you?
No. I got the sugars, and I went into a diabetic coma. I flatlined twice.
Damn, Blue.
Damn.
No, I hear that, brother.
And when they
Blue
say
ain't gonna crack another joke on you, bro.
Huh?
I said I ain't gonna crack another joke on you.
No, my right hand of God. When they say when you about to die, you see a white light. I bullshit you not.
Yo,
Damn.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Damn.
Oh, you had a near-death experience on Let's Girl? Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, sorry to hear that, man.
Well, no, glad you made it through. Shit. Well,
you say this now. I love you guys and Gal.
Right.
Yeah.
And Gal.
What was that guy? I caught a stray. Oh no, I almost killed myself in the car. That's another story.
You caught a stray, Stacks?
Hold. Stacks, you almost killed 4 people in Chicago, nigga.
I was about to say, I was slipping up first,
Hey, y'all would have. Hey, what I say about Davenport? You thought Davenport was driving through a protest, man.
Damn. Oh,
I didn't make the crazy cartoon you is.
I got a car, man. Y'all walking. Get the fuck out the way. I mean, shit.
Make me a note if I go to this trip.
Walking all crazy and shit. I'm like, what
I'm the safe driver, man. I stop at all stop signs.
I'm the safe driver, but it's just crazy in Chicago because there's so many people, but they just don't give a fuck. It's just
they don't.
It's in New York.
Out there.
But you don't either, Dave. It sounds like.
The motherfuckers in New York is in line. The pedestrians know what's up.
I tried to
Chicago.
I'm trying to remember who was in the car with me and Stack.
Me, prop and math.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it.
Ain't like my youth.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, we still mad at y'all because of that. Y'all lost us. Got us lost.
Man, I can still see the front of that Camry, man. Shit.
Like, oh shit! I thought dude had turned. I know.
Man, he threw his hands up and shit. He had on thick glasses too. You lucky, man. God was with us.
Damn, you said thick glasses.
He had some motherfucking hotel ice cubes on. Shit. He's supposed to be out of here.
Wow.
This motherfucker said hotel ice cube.
You knew that the Office Space glasses sound like.
Yeah.
I do not want to move my
right.
office.
But you know the square footage from out front and shit.
And then Stacks get mad at him. Go ahead, man.
He was like,
Go ahead, man.
But then, but this the kicker. Hey, RTO, why Stacks pull off like old girl did in the joint?
Oh,
Big
little
Bud and
sis.
shit. Yeah, he pulled off like that.
Damn.
Or I put off like what?
You pulled off, man. You gotta see this video, man. You mashed off like that shit, man. That shit. RTO ain't show it to you though. He tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, man. That's not talking.
Yeah, bad evidence on.
All right, who was the shortest player ever to play in the NBA?
Muggsy Bogues.
Tyrone Bogues, 5'3", and an American retired basketball player. He played point guard. What male tennis player has won? Yep, Muggsy Bogues is the correct answer. What male tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles?
Pete Sampras. No.
Federer.
Roger Federer. Roger Federer is correct.
I couldn't get his name.
Who was the last professional hockey player to play without a helmet?
Oh shoot.
Wayne Gretzky.
No.
Gordie Howe.
Mario
Lemieux. No.
Gordie Howe.
Craig McTavish. Craig McTavish.
Oh shit!
I would have got that one.
How many holes are there in a full round of golf?
18.
18 is correct.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What is professional wrestler John Cena's catchphrase?
You can't see me.
You gonna see these hands.
You can't see me.
Yeah, you can't see me. Yeah.
Who is the only athlete ever to play in a Super Bowl and a World Series?
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders, right? What is the regulation height for a basketball hoop?
10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet. In Florida, it's 12 foot.
You're right. Or in some places a little higher.
I know. When I used to hoop in Florida, man, all the goal is 12 feet.
Damn.
Damn.
Where did the sport of curling originate?
For the what?
Curling. He's shaving the ice and shit.
Either Canada, no,
Scotland,
Sweden,
Scotland. Yep. What hosted the 2012 Summer Olympics?
Sydney.
London, wasn't it? Not London.
You said 2012 Olympics?
Yep.
Brazil.
No, it's London. It's London. It's London.
It's London.
It's not Brazil?
Brazil.
London is. Yep.
No, that was 16. My bad. No, hold on. Am I tripping now?
Yeah, you tripping. He was in time.
Nah, Brazil. Nah, the fucking Olympics was just in Brazil, right?
That's what. But he said 2012, bro.
No, I thought it was 12, but I'm thinking 16 now. But damn, 16 seemed like that didn't happen. I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. Go ahead.
All that to get to this.
All right, go ahead.
Tiger Woods became a professional golfer in what year?
Who? Say again.
Tiger Woods.
1997. I don't know.
96. I'm like
96 is correct. 96.
I don't fuck with Tiger Woods.
This is for Davenport. Which team did the Chicago Cubs play in the 1945 World Series?
Oh, shit. Stacks.
No,
Detroit Tigers.
Hey, it's not the Yankees?
I'm not a baseball fan like that.
for so long. I don't know that.
What you trying to say? Stacks was a little kid when that happened.
My parents were little kids.
It was Detroit Tigers. What year was the first Super Bowl played?
1967.
Let's see here. 67 is correct.
God damn.
Junior in high school.
I was like Grand Pooba.
Oh, shit.
How many soccer players should be on the field at the same time?
Don't know.
12.
22. The kangaroo hoppet is a long distance cross country. Never mind. Let me see.
See, I ain't never been over there.
Black people.
Did I miss the introduction of this game?
I just started, man. I tried something new.
Oh, okay.
A shuttlecock is used.
RTO.
I'm out.
Bad.
Skip,
What?
Badminton, man.
Yeah, badminton.
It is badminton. What country? I'm sorry. What NFL quarterback has been in the most Super Bowls?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is correct.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's see. What is the term for the historic jerseys today worn by many teams on special occasions?
Throwbacks
away. What football position shares its name with a way to score 2 points? What
Safety.
Safety. Pitt in Carolina play college basketball in what three-letter conference?
ACC.
ACC, correct. Maya, Brandy, and Brianna all starred for the U.S. in 1990 as world champs in what sports?
Basketball. No,
Soccer.
that's soccer. Soccer. Mia Hamm. That's right.
Let's see here. Loyal fans of what NFL team call themselves the 125?
Shit. Motocross, nigga.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Oh.
125.
Yeah, that's right.
You mean the 12 man?
Look, that's right.
I thought it was 12 man.
Yeah,
the 12.5. It's 12.5.
Okay, I got this.
Not the same.
What stadium is the site of the first Super Bowl that later hosted the 1984 Olympics?
Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles Coliseum. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Man, I don't know shit, man.
Couple more. In 1985, Patrick Ewing was the #1 pick under what system?
The
lottery?
Draft lottery, absolutely.
Draft lottery. My bad.
Yeah.
What NFL team's logo include 3 different colored diamonds called
Steelers.
Steelers. There you go. Damn. What college football and one-time Monday Night Football broadcaster's catchphrase was, "Whoa, Nelly"?
I should know this, and I don't.
Keith Jackson, man.
Keith Jackson. Yep.
Keith Jackson. You're right.
Wow.
God damn it.
Damn hurt. All right, a couple more sports. In 2015, who got back their job as a Washington Nationals closer?
Damn. I don't know.
Strauss.
John Rocker.
Drew Storen.
Oh.
The Philadelphia Flyers of the 1970s were known as the Broad Street what?
Bullies.
Bullies are correct. All right, let's go to music trivia. Okay. This musician is often referred to as the fifth Beatle.
Billy Preston.
Billy Preston.
Pete Best.
Oh.
That's a lie.
Who?
I didn't make a recount.
Pete Best was the drummer for the Beatles from 60 to 62.
Hey, we all know Billy Preston is the fifth Beatle.
I heard it was Eddie Murphy.
Damn, I ain't never been to France, Hurts. I ain't know that shit.
Which one of Prince's songs reached highest on the music charts?
Purple Rain.
Diamonds and Pearls.
Nope.
Let's Go Crazy.
1999.
When Doves Cry.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Who was the lead singer of the band Queen?
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Okay, let's go.
What age, Denny?
What was the answer?
Yep.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Are you serious? Damn what? You don't know who that is?
I was saying, man. Everybody was talking about
Y'all know.
No, I didn't know that. I mean, I know who Freddie Mercury is now, but
what famous British singer, female singer, died of alcohol poisoning in 2011
Amy Winehouse.
There you go. Which famous American musician was fatally shot by his father on April 1st?
Marvin Gaye.
Rapper Vanilla Ice had a hit song titled Ice Ice Baby. From which other song did Ice Ice Baby sample from?
Queen, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. David Bowie.
Get it. What was the highest selling album of the 1980s?
Thriller.
Oh my God. There you go.
Thriller.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, if somebody had said motherfucking Lionel Richie.
hey, y'all know something though. Hey, y'all know, Blue like Rosa Perez on White Men Can't Jump.
Y'all know they're talking the food. You start with the letter cool and shit.
What was Jimi Hendrix's real name?
Jimi Hendrix.
Not just watch the documentary.
Yeah, damn, I forgot.
Larry.
James
Hendrix.
James Marshall Hendrix.
Yeah, James Hendrix. I just forgot.
Where's Kanye West from?
Chicago.
Oklahoma City.
What was Smokey Robinson's most famous band called?
The Miracles.
Here's a good one. How many kids does Snoop Dogg have?
Three.
Three is correct. What was the Beatles' #1 hit?
Hey Jude.
Whatever Michael Jackson, boy.
John Lennon.
Whatever Muddy Waters did.
Whatever Muddy Waters did.
From Me to You. Right.
Damn.
Can't Buy Me Love.
Ain't that Teddy Riley?
That Black Street
What famous U.S. festival hosted over 350,000 fans in
Coachella.
1969?
And wait, say that again.
Woodstock.
That's what I said.
Let's see here. They don't want country. Hell no.
Actually, that was Jam and Lewis and Ralph.
Who won?
Say that again.
Huh?
Then go ahead. Who
won American Idol season 1?
Damn.
Ruben Studdard.
Ruben Studdard.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Okay, there.
Kelly Clarkson.
Where's she at?
What is the biggest selling music single of all time? This is crazy. The biggest selling music single.
Dang.
Candle in the Wind in 1997. Candle in the Wind.
It's the biggest
I ain't never heard that shit.
Yeah, the biggest selling music single of all time.
Elton John.
I'm calling bullshit.
Which of these R&B artists did the title track for the movie Ghostbusters?
Ray Parker
Jr.
Yep. What was the first music video played on MTV?
Michael Jackson.
Video killed the radio star.
There you go.
They weren't playing no black people.
I told you, Blue like Rosa Perez on White Man Can't Jump, man.
Who's this with the letter cool?
Wow.
Michael Jackson was the first black person. No, Herbie Hancock, if you count that.
What was the first video? What was the first video? What was it?
Video killed the radio star.
Oh, wow.
What was the name?
How do you know that, Blue?
What was the name of the dog from The Wizard of Oz?
Toto.
All right.
I felt the rain down in it.
You guys say it like black people. Toto.
Toto.
Don't nobody say tutu.
What school does Harry Potter attend?
Fuck if I
Man.
Hogwarts University,
Yep.
I guess. Yeah.
What Star Wars film did the Ewoks first appear in?
Return of the Jedi. Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
RTO.
The first one.
Yep.
Nah, that ain't the first one. The third one.
Jedi, second one.
Okay.
No, the third one, right?
Here's the third one. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who played? No, never mind.
I'll go for it.
Go ahead.
RTO.
Who played Dracula in the 1931 vampire horror film?
Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi.
Good. Bela Lugosi is correct.
Okay, Gadget.
Oh, shit. That's a Gadget
Clown me with that.
Look, I'm about to say, let them know.
That's a question for my uncle.
Simon class of 1946.
Who played the fictional anti-hero Deadpool in the 2016 movie?
Ryan Reynolds.
There you go.
Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, Davenport. I think it's a delay on your end.
Delay in the West Coast and shit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm close to the storm, man, so that's probably.
No doubt. So it's Harvey's fault, huh?
Bruce Willis played a convict turned time traveler in what 1995 movie?
Say that again.
Bruce Willis in 95.
What's it called? Damn, the one Chris Tucker.
Yeah, I seen that movie too. What the
6 Cent? No, not 6 Cent.
Nah. Convict turned time traveler.
It was around that time period.
What was
though,
the
Blue.
shit with
Chris Tucker, right? I can't remember the name.
Oh,
of it.
Fifth Element. Fifth Element.
Fifth Element.
12 Monkeys.
12
Monkeys. Yep, I seen that.
Him and Brad
That's a
Pitt.
cool movie.
I don't remember.
Him and Brad Pitt in there.
What is the only mythological animal mentioned in a Harry Potter book title?
Damn, no idea.
I don't know.
The Phoenix.
I was close.
What big-headed supervillain voiced by Will Ferrell finds life empty without a hero to fight?
Megamind.
There you go. Megamind is correct. In the film classic Star Wars, what was the name of the ancient spaceship captained by Han Solo?
Millennium Falcon.
Correct. The Wicked Queen gives Snow White what to render her comatose?
Apple. Poison apple.
Apple is correct.
Yep.
Which horror movie character is a serial killer possessing the doll?
Chucky.
Good guy doll.
Wanna play?
And what movie, if you watch a certain video, you will die in 7 days?
The Ring.
Damn. The Ring.
Candyman.
All right.
The Ring. That's the black people bird.
Hey, how about me and Miss Tiffany make that face like if you know one person's coming from behind, like coming around the couch or something, we'll make that face. We still do that shit.
Damn.
In the Lord of the Rings, what's the name of the elf that takes part in the Fellowship of the Ring?
Fuck, I don't know his name. I know you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
RTO wins by default.
Legoski, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in the United Kingdom? Never mind. Let's skip that one.
No. Schwarzenegger.
He's born in Austria.
Jason Statham.
No.
Where's my car?
Oh, this is a good one. Who played lead in The Last Boy Scout?
Ralph Macchio.
Bruce
Willis.
Bruce
Bruce
Willis.
Bruce Willis is
Damon
correct.
Wayans.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruce Willis is correct.
Did you say Chachi?
No.
I saw that at the
I
theater.
said Ralph Macchio.
Oh.
Somebody tell me, what is the tallest mountain in Africa?
Kilimanjaro, right?
Kilimanjaro.
Correct.
Yeah.
What U.S. state is famous for their juicy peaches?
Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
Magic.
What
Magic
kind of
City.
Now the peach's wrist is broke.
Magic.
Oh shit.
What kind of tree?
Got broken stems.
What kind of tree do acorns grow on?
Acorn trees. Nigga.
He's nuts.
Oh, pecan tree. Oh, acorn.
Oh.
I don't know shit.
Shit, Davenport chose E. I don't know shit. That is correct.
What was the name?
That is also correct.
What was the name of the U.S. mail service started in 1960 that needed and used horses and riders?
Pony Express.
Pony Express is correct. An octopus can fit through any hole larger than its what?
His body.
His whole damn body.
In what U.S. state would you find Mount Rushmore?
South Dakota.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. One of them.
Correct.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
What in the movie The Wizard of Oz? What did the Scarecrow want from the wizard?
Some brain.
Heart.
Yep, the brain.
That's right.
Hey, that's super gay.
Wrong one.
Yeah, some brain.
Here's a good one. How
that was
many?
great.
This for you Apple heads here.
That was
How many
epic.
versions? How many versions of the iPhone are there?
9. No, 8.
It's 8 is coming out. Paul.
With 10 coming out.
Whoa.
The answer is 15. There's 15 different iPhones.
What?
Oh, because all the other shit.
All the S's and all that shit.
Here goes a science question. What is the first element on the periodic table?
Oh
shit. First element.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Don't say the Book of Genesis, nigga.
Hydrogen is the first one.
Hydrogen.
Tell me how many elements are on the periodic table? How many elements total?
It's like
192 or something.
182.
I forgot all that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I forgot all that shit.
I'm thinking about bones.
Hey, you heard me, Hurts. Oh yeah, that's right.
The dingo is a free-range dog found mainly in which country?
Australia.
Correct.
The dingo ate the baby.
Dingo ate the baby.
What is the smallest state in the U.S.?
Rhode Island.
Delaware is small, right?
Okay. What is the number 5 written in Roman numerals?
V.
Right?
Yep, correct.
No, V. That's 4.
Oncology focuses on what disease?
Cancer.
Cancer is correct.
Yeah.
Hashtag fuck cancer.
Somebody's spraying lights on.
Right. Yeah. Motherfucking money house blessings.
In computer science, what does GUI stand for?
GUI. Graphical user interface.
Absolutely correct.
Hey.
What does the voiceover? Who does the voiceover for Dory from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory?
Say.
This is great.
Tony Baker.
Cree Summer, right? Cree Summer.
Ellen DeGeneres, man.
Dory be like, what are we doing?
What type of dog is Scooby-Doo?
Great Dane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
The dog that be high.
Yeah, I was about to say, motherfucking stoner.
What is the capital of China?
Beijing.
Beijing.
Oh.
It starts with a Z, right?
Xinjiang.
X, right?
No, the same.
Zhang something.
What does Mario jump on when he completes a level?
What is that? Flag.
I should know that.
In what year did Nintendo release its first game console in North America?
Like 1985 or 4.
85, 86.
85 is correct.
85.
I got the test joint.
Okay, football.
I got one at 87.
Shit, y'all had money. Shit. I got that shit when DC got cable in '92.
Like, I didn't get Nintendo.
Thank God, child support.
What is the degree of a triangle?
180 degrees.
360 degrees.
180 is correct.
180.
Man, how you get 360
for a triangle?
He think about the man's eye.
I'm thinking about the circle around it. My bad.
Is 4 is number 4 an irrational number?
No.
No, correct is no.
No, I don't think so.
No.
How long does it take for the light from the sun to reach the earth?
How long?
Yep.
Goddamn, 88 days, ain't it?
8 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, something like that. Yeah, I knew 8 was.
How long
8 days we'd be dead, dude.
How long is an eon in geology?
How long is what?
Eon is 1,000 years, right?
A long time.
Don't they make TV remotes? Oh,
that's a million years, isn't it?
It's a billion years. A billion years.
A billion years, okay.
God,
how many time zones are there in the world?
Hold on. I got a question about that. Hold up. How you know a billion years? Who the fuck figured that out?
Right.
26, right?
But yeah, go ahead.
24.
24 is correct.
Okay.
Which planet has the most moons?
Fucking.
Is it Jupiter?
Jupiter is correct.
Jupiter. I was about to say Neptune, but
Dixie got his motherfucking space age on.
What is a group of whales called?
Oh, you got me there.
SeaWorld. A school. It's a school, right?
It's a pod.
A pod, okay.
Yep. What is the chemical symbol?
What is it?
The chemical symbol for table salt. Jesus.
NaCl, right?
NaCl.
On it. NaCl.
Yeah.
Cl. Sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride, yeah.
High blood pressure.
Chemistry.
Goddamn college grads.
Goddamn.
Fucking man. Be like, sodium chloride.
At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal?
0.
I don't know.
40 degrees.
No,
negative 40 degrees. Negative 40 degrees.
40.
God damn.
I didn't know that one.
What is the chemical formula for ozone?
Breaking.
Oh, for ozone?
Yeah, no.
It's ozone.
Ozone.
Right?
Turbo.
02.
03.
03 is correct. 03 is correct. 03 is correct.
03.
Oh shit, what's that?
02 is oxygen.
Oxide.
What's 02? Hydrogen?
No, 02 is oxygen.
Yeah, I'm saying 03 is oxide. I mean,
I'm about to say 03 is when Little Brother came out, wasn't it?
What is the first organism to grow back after fire?
The
roaches.
Got me there.
Carbon.
That'd be moss.
Moss.
What was the first planet to be discovered using the telescope?
Mars.
Uranus.
Go figure.
What is the medical term for low blood sugar?
Diabetes.
No, medical term.
Hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is correct.
Ketoacidosis, nigga.
Well, what's wind speed does a tropical storm turn into a hurricane?
74.
74 miles per hour is correct. What does the N word stand for in NATO?
I'm assuming
national.
National.
Yo, everybody was like,
North. Yeah.
What is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in men?
Prostate.
Correct. Now here's a good one. An average human body contains how many pints of blood?
Oh, I know that.
16.
8.
Is
it 8, right?
I know I had that in biology.
Not 16.
16.
10 is the average.
10.
Oh shit. Yeah, I make a lot more blood than y'all.
Here's one for you. You know, how many colors? How many colors are there in the rainbow?
Roy G. Biv, 7.
Roy G. Biv, shit.
Yep.
7.
Right? 7.
What blood type do you need to be a universal donor?
O
negative. Is correct.
My wife is O, and fucking Red Cross call us fucking every day.
Damn.
Oh man.
Me
too. My job be going to the blood bank every month. He be using that as a second income. He giving plasma and all that shit. Like,
man, that motherfucker
is beat.
That's interchangeable with everything. That's crazy.
What the bone is the largest bone in the human body?
Femur. I was about to say. Pause that question. Right.
An animal that lives part of its life on land and part in water is known as what?
A turtle.
No, it's God damn it,
crustacean.
Alligator.
No, crustacean is
amphibian is correct.
Amphibian.
Donald Trump.
Crustacean is like shellfish and shit.
Yeah, crabs.
Which I mean, I would call like a snail. Doesn't no.
Snails don't really. I mean, depending on what kind of snail it is.
Man, you ever step on a snail, man?
There's sea snails and then there's regular snails that you see on the street.
You ever ate snails, RTL?
No, nigga.
I do.
Have you ever poured salt on the snail?
Hell yeah! I pour salt on it. Bubble up like a motherfucker. Hell yeah!
Like Ralph Furley called it escargot.
Escargot. I ain't never ate that shit. Dude.
I'm done.
Diamonds are made up almost entirely of what element?
Coal.
No, carbon.
Carbon is correct.
Carbon. That's right. Yeah,
it is.
Which bird? Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Which bird is often associated with delivering babies?
Stork.
Oh, chicken head.
Wow.
Chicken.
In the hood.
Hey, hold on real quick. Let me ask this question before I forget. Did Power come on this week?
No, next week. They pushed it back. They pushed
Okay.
it back because of the fight and stuff.
The fight.
Oh, okay. All right. My
I
bad.
don't know why. Shit, the fight ain't happening on. Power ain't come out on Saturday.
They pushed it back because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they they dropped Friday and they dropped 12 o'clock Sunday morning. So it would have been right on the tail end of the fight.
Oh, okay.
All right, my bad. Why, buddy?
You good, bro? No problem. Okay, if you see a black guy walking down the street, what would you do? Attack him?
Hide your wallet.
Flip him off. Don't do anything. He's black, man. What's wrong with that?
I'm fucking with you, man. Don't do shit.
Give him the head nod.
Hold on for a minute.
Hold
Pause that.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
In the United States, where can alligators and crocodiles be found together in the wild?
Florida.
What is the world's largest active volcano?
Say it again.
World's largest active volcano ain't it in Hawaii, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Why is the location? Do you know the name?
Not Kilimanjaro. Fuck, what's the name of that damn?
Kilo. Goddamn. No, that's one of the islands.
What's the name of that damn volcano?
I was there too. Shit.
Damn it.
For real? Shit. That's damn stuff.
I can't think of the name of the damn volcano.
Is Mauna Loa?
Man, Stacks are Highland.
Don't they make pause there. I was about to say, don't they make nuts?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
What is the largest internal organ of the human body?
Your skin.
The liver.
Skin.
He said internal.
The liver.
Oh, he said
Internal.
The
liver.
Internal. Yeah, liver.
You're talking macadamia nuts. That's the earlier one he was saying.
How many hearts? How many hearts does an octopus have?
Don't know.
3 hearts, man. That's crazy.
Something like that. It's more than one.
Right.
Which animal has the largest ears?
Elephant.
Which animal has the largest ears?
Elephants.
The Miles animal. Oh, I mean, elephant. What planet in our solar system has the most gravity?
Earth.
I used to know.
I don't know.
Jupiter.
Correct. Jupiter is correct.
Wait.
The biggest planet.
Because the biggest planet.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Mr. Common Sense. Okay.
What animal has the largest brain?
Orangutan, a gorilla,
a whale.
Right, the whale, the sperm whale is correct.
Sperm whale.
Damn.
This is a smart group.
Don't tell nobody.
Right.
Okay. Who was the first African American Major League Baseball player?
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Where was Malcolm X killed at?
Harlem. Yep.
Correct.
Auto Ballroom, I think.
Where was the first sit-in at the segregated lunch counter? Where was the first sit-in at a segregated lunch counter?
Alabama, wasn't it?
I would say Montgomery, Alabama. I don't know.
Okay.
Montgomery or Atlanta.
He's either out of Atlanta, Charleston, Greensboro, or Jackson.
Greensboro.
I would say Atlanta. Then.
Greensboro is correct.
Greensboro.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
At its height, what was the slave population in the U.S.? 2 million, 4 million, 500,000, and about 1 million.
4.
I'm gonna say 500,000.
500,000 is incorrect. It is 4 million.
Wow,
that's
crazy, dog.
That was crazy.
I didn't realize it was that many.
They want us to forget about this.
Okay. Who was the first African American Nobel Peace Prize winner?
They keeping stats. Ain't that a bitch?
Nobel Peace Prize.
Ralph Bunchy, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela.
Martin Luther King.
Luther King is incorrect. It's Ralph Bunchy.
1950.
Nobel Committee awarded the Nobel Peace Prize to the first African American was Ralph Bunchy. He received the Peace Prize for his efforts as mediator.
You don't pronounce the E.
Yeah, don't pronounce the E.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I don't know him, man, and I feel ashamed. I don't.
Call him motherfucker Bunchy.
Who was the first African American to serve as a U.S. senator?
Oh damn.
Hareen Nevels.
Thurgood Marshall.
Hareen Rebels.
Meg Evans. No.
Hareen Rebels is correct. Good shit, Dixon.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Who was the first African American to serve as U.S. Supreme Court Justice?
Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall is correct.
Yeah.
Who was the first?
Real talk. When y'all get a chance, look up Hareen Rebels, man. This was back, long in 1800s or some shit.
That's that stuff you learned in them HBCs, huh?
Yep.
I ain't learned that.
Check him out.
Who was the first African American to win an Academy Award?
Sidney Poitier.
No, incorrect. Hattie
McDaniel. That's right.
Wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was Sidney Poitier.
I just looked at that today too.
Who was the first African American?
No, he was looking at it.
Damn. Who was the first African American to perform at the White House?
James Brown. Shit, I don't know.
You have Aretha, B.B. King, Blind, Tom Wiggins, or Louis Armstrong?
Armstrong.
Armstrong is incorrect. It's blind Tom Wiggins.
I don't
Who the fuck is that?
What year was?
Trying to be funny.
Yeah, I need to find that out. What year was the 13th Amendment ratified, abolishing slavery?
Yeah, that's when the bullshit came off.
1865.
65 is correct. Who signed the Emancipation Act?
Abraham Lincoln, punk ass.
Lincoln, correct. What 15th Amendment ratification in the 1870s? What did African Americans gain in the United States? With 15th Amendment, voting rights, right to citizen status, right to sit anywhere, or freedom from slavery.
Right to vote.
Right to vote. Voting rights is correct. Good shit, Blue. Who's the only African American among the original NAACP executive? W.B. Du Bois, Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass, or Rosa Parks?
W. Du Bois, I think.
Du Bois is correct. An all-white jury acquitted J.W. Miller and Roy Bryant for the murder of whom? Emmett Till, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or Medgar Evers?
I would say Medgar Evers.
Incorrect. It's Emmett Till. Emmett Till. Crazy, man. Go back here. Let's find.
And just so y'all know, I'm sure this crew know that, but Abraham Lincoln said if he could save the Union without freeing the slaves, he would do it.
Yep.
So don't get that motherfucker no credit.
Right. They won't tell you that shit though. They won't tell it. They won't tell it. Black Heritage quizzes. Go with
get some of that
ice maker.
Damn.
Excuse my my microwave.
Got that back too, ain't it?
You got the 12,000 volt microwave down there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do
smoked turkey legs.
Okay, who received an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role in An Officer and a Gentleman?
Gossett Jr.
It was Gossett Jr. is correct. In the movie The Green Mile, John Coffey, Michael Clark Duncan possessed what?
Healing powers.
Yep, let's go with that. In 1980, the 1995 comedy Friday, Nia Long character is named too.
Randy.
Hold on.
Randy.
Nia Long.
Annie, Debbie, Tara, or Sharon?
Debbie.
Okay. Eddie Murphy.
My Boys in the Hood.
I'm thinking about
Eddie Murphy played Axel Foley in what movie series?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Morgan Freeman won Best Performance by an Actor in a supporting role for his 2004 role in The Shawshank Redemption, 7, or Unforgiven, or $1 Million Baby.
Shawshank.
$1 Million
Baby.
You said 2004, right?
$1 Million Baby.
What talk show host starred in a supporting role in The Color Purple?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey.
This is my Jew joint.
Richard Pryor reviews his own struggle with drugs in this 1986
JoJo Dancer.
The young actress snuggled with Nick Cannon in Drumline.
Zoe Saldana.
Christina Milian.
They say Joey Bryant,
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana. Which of these movies did not feature Janet Jackson? Poetic Justice, Beloved, Nutty Professor 2,
Beloved.
Okay. All right. And
Rebels
one more. Which Denzel Washington movie featured him as an unstoppable assassin? Remember the Titans, Training Day, The Pelican Brief, or Man on Fire?
Equalizer.
Oh, Man on Fire. I'm sorry, Man on Fire.
Okay, let's submit the answers. Let's see. Calculating scores. All right. We got it right. The first one to receive an Oscar, Louis Gossett Jr. The Power of Faith Healing is correct. Debbie was correct. Only one we got incorrect was nothing. We got them all correct. All right, that is trivia gone south. Talk that stuff style. Thanks for everybody. You got some smart son of a guns, man. I'll tell you that. Woo. Yeah.
I'm just mad at the damn periodic table question.
Yeah, I should have got that. I like chemistry too. Shit.
Right. I got a chemistry degree. How the fuck I don't know that?
Right.
Right on.
I ain't looked at one in years though.
Yeah. That'd be like asking me to do statistical analysis by hand anymore. Like I don't remember doing that.
I can't give the horns if I ain't got no degree
So,
myself.
Wallace in the chat.
Thank you, RTO, for having some integrity.
Wallace.
Damn, niggas, that kind of hurt, brother. I am uncouth. I don't have any couth.
Like shit.
Thank you for having some integrity. Oh man,
Excuse me for a minute. I gotta get some water.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers. Right. This is a live show.
Jay Pettibone is on.
Man, look.
At this point, would y'all still want a Nas and AZ album?
I would, if they're gonna let Pete Rock and them kind of cats.
Why you say at this point?
I was watching what was that Kill podcast, and a lot of people was like, at this point, they wouldn't want to hear AZ and Nas album.
I would.
You know why?
I would.
Yeah.
Us as black people.
And they was like, this was Kill podcast. I was watching.
I don't care what it is. I mean,
doing like,
Nas and AZ. Why wouldn't you want to hear it? I just watched a documentary on Journey, man. They lead singers not even with them no more, man. They still selling out, touring and everything. They don't have two other lead singers. They still selling out like.
Who's that?
Journey.
Don't Stop Believing, Journey?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm just saying, we
Man, I
don't do that
I
for our
can't even
people.
hear that song without thinking about the damn Sopranos.
I mean, they making.
yeah, well, me, I'll hear people. It don't matter to me how old they is, you know. 'Cause I still like In Vogue. A lot of people might not.
Exactly.
Who in here has been
Who is In Vogue?
Don't start.
Don't do it.
We throw our artists out.
Yeah, man. You know,
The girl group that got the most awards. That's who In Vogue is.
Oh shit.
I gotta look them up. I don't know how they
They got the most awards. They ain't got no Grammy, but they still got the most awards.
Yo, BG, please don't tag none of them in my IG video where I fucking jack they song.
Hey, what is the craziest concert? What was the craziest concert you've been through to? That you
me was Cash Money Rough Riders.
What you saying?
1999.
What you saying? Why about that? I ain't heard that.
What was the craziest concert that you've been to that you didn't expect it was gonna be crazy?
The Beastie Boys. You know what? Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I expected that, but I didn't expect so many black and white people to be in the same spot. I thought it'd be a whole bunch of them than us.
No, my sisters love Beastie Boys.
I actually went to this Golden Oldies concert, man, and they showed the fuck out, man. I ain't even lie, bro. That shit was dope. It was so dope. It was like,
why about to ask what's the worst too?
What? Hey, that's good. What's the worst?
Jay-Z.
Really? What happened? Was it horrible?
This nigga didn't have no pyro. He didn't change clothes. He was only trying to do one album.
Damn.
I've only been to a concert.
I heard that. I paid $100 for them tickets.
Oh, hell no. I've heard that Jay-Z had a knack of the songs placement, that he was good at, bringing in the certain songs at certain times. Heard that was one of his good traits.
This motherfucker was trying to do one album. Them motherfuckers threatened his ass. And it took them to threaten him.
Get up there and
get him to do his whole calendar.
Shit, I gotta join.
Hey, that's why he said, I told y'all niggas about 9 albums ago to stop fucking with me.
You say black be a boring concert, man. I wouldn't see him being that dynamic in concert.
Yeah, he stood in one spot. Then change clothes.
I can't see him to give it a good show.
What you saying, man?
I understand.
It was good.
I was about to say, might say that motherfucker for After Dark, but shit, I may never meet him. I don't give a fuck, and I ain't take it. But I went to this joint in Petersburg, and they fucked around and snatched Juvie off the stage and took his chain.
Damn, wow.
I was like, that's when he was like hot on the scene and shit. And he was like, you better run for it.
That's like Special Ed.
Like, damn.
They chased him down the street. They chased Special Ed down the street back in the day. Like, damn. He's running out about to get shot and beat up. Like, damn, man.
What the fuck he say?
He's talking shit in the concert. Are you Bama fucking motherfuckers? Like, okay.
No.
That's why I say Bama online. I don't never say that shit up front.
There was some them damn Bonnie Doon.
You find out a motherfucker been eating his Wheaties.
Because Mav, I was gonna say, telling people in the South that Dixie Freely said it was cool, ain't gonna cut it.
Right? Come on, man. The collector's items. You got it, right?
Don't let them
Hell no.
Look, it's crazy.
Hey, I was
Don't
watching.
Don't let the sweet taste fool you.
Right?
That movie,
Shit.
Hustle and Flow.
Bunkers don't play.
I was watching Hustle and Flow. I caught the last part of it when the tape was in the toilet and shit. Like, man, tell me you dropped this, man. Tell me you dropped this, man. Hey, Skinny, tell me you dropped this, man.
Why, please stop.
See this here,
everybody got they triggered. Everybody got
W-O-W.
That is a travesty, man. More than a national treasure, it is a travesty.
There we go.
See this here, Stanwell.
What city? What city would that represent?
That was Memphis.
He
trolling.
Woo! Whoop that trick. And they got a Grammy for that.
Yeah, man.
The damn character.
I didn't believe him. But think about it. I didn't believe him. I'm like,
they got an Oscar for it.
Dig hers on a real. Y'all wasn't rocking the perm like that though.
No. That's true. That's factual.
Okay.
So you still got cats
Not at that time period though.
Yeah, because cats was rocking perms. Shit, 8-Ball used to have a perm.
Yeah, in the early 90s.
Covers, yeah.
Nah, 8-Ball had he used to rock a perm. Primo used to rock a perm.
I know he did on a Coming Out Hard album cover. He had one.
Yeah, that wasn't actually a perm though. That was a nouveau. What they call nouveau.
Hey, was y'all rocking finger waves out there?
We saw it.
All right, Rodney O.
Rodney O did.
Joe Cooley.
Had the finger wave with the chat.
Yeah, not everybody out here did that shit. That was mainly the pimps out here did that shit. And, Drew Down, like the number one motherfucker that we know who had that shit.
Like King, I think Skinny Pimp he used to rock the finger waves.
Bishop Don Juan.
Then motherfuckers moved on to the Shirley Temples and shit.
Ring curls and shit. What was the guy that used to be with the Loonies all the time? Chris,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Drew Down.
Drew Down. No, not Drew Down. The Chris dude. He had ring curls. No, he did. I know he had.
You talking? The only dude was with the Loonies was Drew Down.
No. I'm talking about on the video when they say Chris, the light skinned cat. He was a light skinned dude, and every time we with Chris, that nigga rolling up a fatty. Light skinned dude just had a long.
I don't even know who the hell that is. That's just some dude that they knew. That wasn't no known person or nothing. Talking about I got 5 on a remix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got 3 on it.
You ain't gonna smoke.
I gotta change my picture now. Math talking about my damn picture.
What is that?
Don't change it. Don't change it.
You got a picture of.
Which one?
What did he say?
You got a picture of.
What did he say? Nah, what is that? I can't even remember what I said.
To get back at Mal, all you gotta do is throw a K in his name.
Right. Yeah, bless girl, we throw that shit anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes I make a mistake and do it.
What did he say about your picture? What's wrong? I don't see nothing wrong with your picture.
Stop playing with me.
Right on.
Damn.
I done forgot what I said. I want to know now, though. Oh, shit.
I look like Aunt Ed.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying that about your picture, though. I was saying that shit about. I was saying when where Hurst was fucking with her, I said she looked like Aunt Esther on the just normally. That's your picture, though.
Y'all better leave our little sister alone.
Hey, the power of words, man.
Oh my God.
Man, an asshole.
No kid.
He sure is, man. He is an asshole, man.
He didn't do that.
Of course, I know Mav an asshole.
Oh shit!
Hey,
why about it? You got some more questions, man?
Rapper Forte stealing now? Burglary?
Now the first dude I ever heard joke on little kids.
Why you doing that?
Hey man, hey, they earn it, man.
Why you
motherfuckers, man?
No, I'm saying I didn't know he was. I was looking at the picture. Like,
why you researching that?
Nah, she thought I
that
said
shit
the picture.
moving, Stacks. Just keep it moving, bro. Nah, he was researching rapper Forte.
He looking like Earl. He looking like Earl Simmons in these pictures.
Yeah, keep it moving, bro. Yeah, dude. Rapper Forte.
Hey,
Forte
say what you want about rapping Forte, but he checked Drake though.
He did, but
he checked it and got a check from him.
He did.
He doing a pretty good DMX imitation.
Yeah, fucking Forte out here looking a little rough though.
Yeah,
nah, he was on. I was watching the news.
Said, I don't care how big of a star you ain't gonna jack my shit.
Man, I was watching the news one day and they was talking about some shit going on in Frisco out in HP or whatever. And he was one of the surrounding group of black people that was there, and he came up to the motherfucking the reporter or whatever, talking this and that. Yeah, man, you know something, whoopty-whoop this and that motherfucker came over here, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker had the missing tooth and everything. I was like, damn, Forte, like what the fuck? And we ain't seen Forte in a minute though. It's been like 5-6 years since I've seen him. So just we know who rapper Forte looked like. Then to see that shit, I was like, oh man,
yeah, look,
this is before the thing with Drake though. This is before that. But yeah, I mean he OG and everything, but man, I was like damn.
DMX looking like Earl Simmons right now.
Only hit Drake for 100,000.
Yo.
Yeah, oh no, you did.
$20.
Oh shit!
You can't go and just do that and expect nothing to happen though. Like
right.
that was a
that's not them old school
song.
rappers. They ain't having that shit.
That was a highly well
when Luke talk about it on Drink Champs, how French Montana and them jacked his song or whatever. He said they invited him out to the video shoot, but wouldn't tell him what song they were doing. He said he had to hear the shit, and he was like, "Oh nah, this ain't happening like this." No.
Right. Or maybe we'll hear you like it.
Yeah, click on that
link. You
man.
motherfuckers put my voice on the song too? Nah.
Wow. Yeah. But don't stop, get it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping Forte.
He said the shit was jamming, but it's principles to this shit.
Right.
Like shit.
Principalities in this. You playing my emotions, Smokey.
Motherfucker was like,
Luke will bar your ass Miami.
120. 140.
You know, Drake the only one that
don't play with me, Smokey.
Y'all ever hear that story when Snoop finally met Luke them down in Atlanta? How they were dissing each other and shit.
Oh, Jack the Rapper.
Yeah. They thought Luke was just all about that booty shaking shit. They didn't know Luke was in them streets. They got wrecked. Therefore got wrecked that night.
Yep.
I do this booty shaking. So I don't be up in your living room.
That's my money, fat boy.
Mama! My dad.
Yo, Meek is the only one that can go down to Miami and show people about skiing and yachts and shit. Nobody else can do that.
I don't know if y'all had chili Fritos before, but them shits is good.
Oh my God.
The fuck?
Yeah. Hey, you had the barbecue ones though?
Hell yeah, the barbecue.
Hell yeah, the barbecue is the best.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wait, what you just say?
Barbecue Fritos.
Luke said ain't nothing sweet.
My pops. We used to make this Frito pie, man. Was out the roof. Man.
I heard those were good.
Yeah.
My wife make a nacho bake. And she take Doritos and shit and mix them with ground beef balls and put a bunch of cheese on it and shit.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that there. Shit.
You're reaching, Jason.
Yeah, that wouldn't. I don't think that was pause worthy.
Pause on you reaching.
That was
blue.
I think that's a 10-yard penalty for unnecessary pausing.
Right.
You can't be too careful around these cats.
Hell no.
They RTO pause on point last night.
Word up.
Hey.
What happened last night? Yeah. What happened last night?
We just on the hangout.
Damn, yeah, I don't send nobody no invites, huh? I gotta.
We'll put it in the chat.
That's
You
what
in
I
the
had
chat?
said.
You in the group?
Shit, I probably not. I probably
That's messed up.
Well, you know
I
what?
thought you was in the group.
We'll get you in the group, bro.
I'm not an official member of Dirty Old Men since I don't
No,
have.
but we got another
There's
spot
group.
though.
Yeah, it's another group.
Called the
Oh, no,
lounge
I
spot.
didn't. Oh no,
And I think you was in the lounge one at first.
He changed.
I think he left over a discrepancy a couple weeks ago. Not to bring up old shit. Just I think that's what happened. Because I could have sworn you was in that group.
Yeah. Oh, well, who would?
You changed the name too, though, didn't you? With that,
it's called the lounge spot.
The lounge spot, yeah.
Yeah, somebody put him in there.
Yeah.
Pause.
Right.
Whoa.
I got him right now.
All right, good looking.
W-O-W.
Look at the playback.
Yeah, we watched the fight and everything, Blue.
All right, good looking. Well, I'm not official Dirty Old Man anyway, since I don't have a T-shirt and I ain't got no equipment. So I'm like,
all it might know.
Hey, is this the end of it? Wide body? Is this the end of it? Is this shit over right now? Man, that shit. Oh man,
you are now part of the lounge spot, Blue.
All right, good looking.
All right, we're gonna go ahead.
I don't know if I'm in the lounge spot now. Think about it.
Let me see.
Is that a new one?
I've been around for.
Just change the name.
Oh shit! Hey, Hurts. Hey, Hurts, you on here? You know what I just thought about?
What?
Yesterday.
When
I hit you a wide body up yesterday, you remember that joint yesterday?
Care to inform because everybody else like what the fuck you talking about.
I see you.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm laughing.
Oh, hey, wide body, you killed that.
Hey, look. Hey, wait till a wide body figure it out though, Hurts.
Hey, wide body, real quick. You killed that live broadcast today, brother.
Hey, thank you, man.
And wide body,
I gotta watch that shit.
I owe you an apology, man. I was pocket posting.
Hey,
Man,
as long as you wasn't playing pocket pool, you all right.
Y'all watching fight right here.
Pocket pool.
I looked up at cats and dogs and all kind of shit in wide body live feed.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the blue. That was the. Hey man, y'all killed that blue challenge shit, man. I think this definitely sharpens people's.
I want to go on record as to say, man, that AS probably had the best.
AS need to be punched in his glasses, man.
Talking about his shit was man.
Hey, because you only like two of them out of all of them. I'm like, you crazy,
dude. You're the man with glasses, would you?
Hey, I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Right. Damn, this shit looking real remedial.
You need a man with glasses with you.
Y'all niggas are terrible. And I say niggas with all love.
I think after hearing all the ones, he has absolutely the best one because his Duran Duran and the Culture Club chops, they sound effortless.
Yep.
So that makes me feel bad.
Fuck. What's up with
CX? Throw my beats away. Damn.
Yeah, Zig's like, man, fuck this shit. I can't get jiggy.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Hey, man, CX, it went live. I'm like, oh shit, okay, see, man, I'm laying in the bed watching it. All of a sudden, live feed ended. I'm searching. I searched for on Facebook for an hour. I'm like, man, where's that?
Can't get you chicken with your joint.
I need a break.
Okay, guys, that's gonna be it. Talk that stuff, man. Here's my version of Angela Bofield. I'm gonna play, and that's gonna be it.
That's what I don't like. Why?
Teddy Pentagram. All right, Talk That Stuff, number 63 in the books. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. Mr. Wallace, Big Stacks, Deronius RAE, Blue Pineapples, a few more. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Also, like to thank Big Stacks, Black Mav, Davenport, Tay Lee, Dixie Freely, Blue Pineapples, That Blessed Girl, and RTO Beats. Join us next week, hopefully, for Talk That Stuff number 64. Where we will discuss more, debate more, who knows, cover current events, and all that other good stuff, man. Like the piece on three if I could. 1, 2, 3.
Peace. Love and soul.
Mazel tov.
Say hello to mom and them.
Right.
Word to your mom and them.
Y'all doing a good job of making me feel